All right, ladies and gentlemen, Sean Paul in Eureka Springs for our New Year's Eve celebration. We have had a few technical difficulties because this is the first time. This is like the inaugural event of New Year's Eve, and this has been a spectacular event. I'm sorry if you haven't been able to join in with all of it, but it's been amazing. The lasers are incredible. The entertainment has been incredible. Fire dancers, we've had Melon Light, we've had amazing bands, the Jukebox Party Band, the Fossil of Ancient Robots, and then we even have a guy named Sean Paul of Intrigue Theater from Eureka Springs, and if you want to see what that's all about, we'd like to show you right now. Check this out.
Challenge your reality. Seen on America's Got Talent, Masters of Illusion, and repeat guests on Penn and Teller's hit show Fool Us. Come witness nationally acclaimed magicians Sean Paul and Juliana Fay bring their mind-bending illusions and captivating performances to the stage. Don't just watch magic. Experience it, where the impossible becomes reality. Sean Paul and Juliana Fay at Intrigue Theater in Eureka Springs. Magic redefined.
Spotlight. So what do we have here now? We've got about 10 minutes before this first ever iconic water drop, synonymous with like the New York City ball drop, but because we're Eureka Springs and our city was built on water, we've got a water drop that's going to fall from the top of the turret of the Basin Springs Park. It's going to drop down into that bucket there. Beautiful animated splash, some confetti, and more powerful partying going on here for New Year's Eve. So we've got all of that to look for. We're just 10 minutes away. We've got the Fossil of the Ancient Robots playing right now. The mood and the feeling is electric right now, and we are wanting this to be the first of many New Year's Eves to come. And really, the whole reason we're doing this is because we want people to know that Eureka Springs isn't just about when the weather is perfect and sunny and shiny. There are things going on in this town 365 days a year. And in fact, if you don't like the temperature now, you could go to one of our 3 caves in town where it's a very comfortable 65 degrees year round. And those places are all open year round. So let me see here. We are at 8 minutes 53 seconds from that dropping. It's going to be amazing. When that drop lights up, you know it's showtime. And 2025, here we come. All right, we've had an amazing night with a lot of activity. I mean, I have never seen Spring Street shut down and had this many people. Oh, and by the way, it looks like all the bars and all the indoor partying is closing out, and they're all coming out into the street. It's amazing. Mike, do you want to sweep the audience, show what we got here? We got people filling up the street here, Spring Street, and we are getting ready for this iconic water drop to come down as we do the countdown into that bucket. And then we are at a new, okay, and then you've got the town drunk Damon Henke. I say that with all the love in the world, but you know what? He's the one that popped into that shot, photobombed the moment, and actually that was actually brilliant. So this is an amazing community where we get to see everybody that I know in town has turned out for this, and it's been an incredible celebration. You think 30 degrees is kind of cold, but it really doesn't feel that way, especially right now with the level of energy and excitement that's in the room. If you can see Mike's camera right now, he's capturing it, the lasers, the fossils of ancient robots. There's a lot of energy in the room right now, and it feels fantastic. And again, we are just moments away. We're like 7 minutes away from 2025. And then everybody's dieting and New Year's resolutions starts all over again. We reset the clock on all the things that we say that we're going to do for the next year, and let's see how long that lasts. I know I've got a few resolutions in store for next year as well. So you look out here. Oh, so The fire twirling was incredible, and maybe you saw that. They were spinning fire around here in the streets. It was fantastic. We had an amazing show from Melon Light. The music has been incredible. The energy is fantastic. And I will tell you also, it's been very civil. There's been nothing unpleasant. It's only been a wonderful vibe here in the streets as we're getting ready to usher in 2025. So, with that being said, maybe we should bring in a guest that wants to talk a little bit about what else we have going on here. So, all right, we're going to be back in just a second. Stay with us. The countdown continues. I can't wait for that water drop to light up and drop right down into the bucket. Here we go. 2025.
You have arrived in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
What's up with it, y'all? It's been a fun weekend. Food, drinks, music, and unexpected surprises. Here exploring Eureka Springs' culinary landscape. I cannot wait to show y'all these videos.
Amazing town. And if you come to this town, there's like virtually no chains of a restaurant. We have so many amazing restaurants here that are run by like husband and wife teams where they're so passionate about their food, so that when you come to town you have too many choices on a world-class dinner, and you have so many things that you can do, from the outdoor, the mountain biking like we talked about with Jason earlier today. There's hiking trails. There's a lot of free stuff. And then there's also shows. And I feel a little bit bad that I didn't talk about Jesus Christ tonight. In that, I mean, the Passion Play, which is like one of the largest, greatest outdoor dramas in the United States. And it's right here in Eureka Springs. And I saw it in August. It was spectacular. And then you've got Melon Light. They do our shows. We've got these amazing world-class performers that come to the auditorium. And you also have a little magic show called Intrigue Theater. But I digress. All right, so we've had amazing entertainment free that's been here in the band shell. We've had both the jukebox party band, and we've had the Fossil of Ancient Robots. You also saw that in the last commercial. So now we are getting ready to do, they're telling me to turn on this mic so that I can address the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to bring in 2025? All right, I can't wait to see that beautiful water drop light up and drop down into that bucket. Oh! On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The place is alive. It's electric. We are just seconds away from saying goodbye to 2024 and bringing in 2025. Oh, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. And we have a countdown clock, 46 seconds, 45 to 2025, ladies and gentlemen. And when it makes that big splash, will you go nuts? Are you with me? Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it making contact? Oh, look at that! Yes!
Let me get him. Come on now. I can really play though, but it's fuck up. Try to get all lanes high. It looks good. It looks good.
The place looks amazing.
I got it.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, this place looks amazing. The lasers, they're going nuts. The people are having an amazing experience. The vibe here feels amazing right now. It's a peaceful, tranquil, actually optimistic and hopeful feeling of 2025. Look at it right up there at the top of the building. It says 2025. The water drop went down. This is the first time we've ever done this. It was a beautiful moment. And I you know what? I've been here 15 years. I've never seen this room or this street packed with this many people and this kind of feel-good vibe. The lasers look amazing. They're playing All Dang Syng right now. Beautiful night here tonight. People have their dogs here. It's hopeful. It's optimistic, and we've got the voice of God going now. Okay.
And then I have pre-recorded stuff I can switch to.
Okay. I appreciate that. Check it out. This is Eureka Springs, New Year's Eve. And wow, I just love the vibe in this place right now. What's happening? It's fantastic. People are cheering. They're singing. Dogs are barking. We've even got somebody here with a harmonica playing All Dang Syng. Laughing. There's a lot of joy here. And if you're not here, I wish you could be. We're having a great time here tonight.
In Eureka
So when we're doing our thing, do we just have the one mic?
Yeah, you'll have to pass the mic back and forth.
Hey, everybody. Everybody, thank you so much for making this such an amazing night. You guys have been a fantastic audience. Have you guys had a good time tonight? Happy New Year, everybody. Here's to a very happy, safe, healthy, and prosperous 2025. Thank you for coming out here with our 35-degree temperatures and braving the elements. We did have wonderful weather. It's not like it was snowing or there was no ice, there was no rain. It was fantastic. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. Would you guys come out for this next year? Wonderful. What? Good. How are you? Good. Likewise. Thank you. I won't get fired. I'm pretty sure that I won't get fired. I have to be gainfully employed to be fired. All right.
You're safe.
Are we live? Are we live? Okay. So this gentleman here had a harmonica, and he was ready to go with All Lang Syne, because that's the level of spirit and happiness and optimism that is on the streets here. It's a beautiful event. And Mike, what are your thoughts about tonight?
This has been one of the best parties I think we've had in Eureka Springs. As I can't remember a better one at all. You know, we did such a fantastic job of starting this event, getting everybody together, just like you. One of the great things was we need a good MC. You're the first person that came to mind, and you're the best person that came to mind.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. It was a pleasure to be a part of this. You know, I mean, did it go perfect? No, but, you know, we're not copying anything. There's no blueprint where we came from, and so we're just putting our best foot forward. And it was a beautiful, beautiful event. I just loved it.
It was like I said, it was one of the best events I think I've seen in Eureka Springs since I've been here. I think the magic of this event was people were excited about something completely different, and that's what we gave them tonight. We gave them something that they've just never experienced before. And I think the plus of this was the music was powerful, the people here were excited about being here, and let's put it this way, you couldn't beat the weather. Yeah, it's chilly, but it's fantastic. What a great way to bring in 2025.
Yeah, and I love the mood and the temperament, and the music was fantastic. The entertainment was great right here in the streets. We had dancers, we had fire dancing, and you know, think about going to New York City in Times Square and going through that. This is here right in the Ozark Mountains in our charming little Switzerland. It's fantastic, and I hope that this becomes a tradition for many years to come.
Well, I think it's going to. What we saw tonight was extraordinary. People from, I don't know, about 25 different states showed up tonight to be in Eureka Springs for this event. They wanted something different, and that's what we gave them. Now, here's the plus. We've got a fantastic 2025 planned already. On this little list I have right now, we have almost 100 events planned for 2025. That means more music in the park, more shows in the auditorium, more events that people just love. You know, take advantage of a car weekend, Corvette weekend, Volkswagen weekend, PT weekend.
Happy New Year to you.
Hey, Happy New Year to you too.
Oh, and God bless America.
And God bless America. There is so much optimism on Spring Street in Eureka Springs right now. I absolutely love it.
You know, we called it something to begin with. We didn't know what to call this thing, but Bash with a Splash seemed to work really well. And you've got to just go ahead and hand it to everybody that worked so hard on this event to get that drop of water to come down from the top of Basin Park Hotel was just phenomenal. This was just over the top.
Yeah, it really did. It looked beautiful, and I would like to see this kind of thing, this level of event happen more often than just one day a year in Eureka Springs, where we can shut down the street and people can walk wherever. It's just one gigantic party. So maybe you can talk to the mayor and maybe make it happen more often than just January 1st or whatever.
I think that's going to be a real possibility, Sean Paul. And one of the reasons I say that is the mayor's been here all night with us. And I've got to hand it to everybody that works in the departments of Eureka Springs. All of our public service people, our parks people, all of our PD people were here, our fire people were here, our EMTs were here, and we had such a phenomenal response just from the city unto itself. This was a big event. It really was. I can't really underscore that much more than that. But I will say this: we have some stuff that you're going to see from our amazing drone photographer, Edward Robinson, that we're going to be sharing on YouTube and other social media channels. So stay tuned to visit EurekaSprings.com. You're going to see some phenomenal stuff tonight.
So he just did a shout out to Edward Robinson III, who's a good friend of mine, and I'm so grateful for his friendship. The guy is like Tom Cruise in Top Gun when it comes to flying drones and capturing amazing footage. He works a lot for Bass Pro and Cabela's and all that. He's just incredible. So we can't wait to share that footage with you. I mean, that might have been the highlight. It's just watching him zip all around this downtown area and capturing just the electricity in the night's air. I also want to say thank you to Gary from the New Delhi Bar and Grill. He was sending up hot coffee to the crew here every night or throughout the night, and it did not go unappreciated. And so thank you, Gary, at the New Delhi Cafe.
Well, I have to say also thank you to all of our businesses in Eureka Springs, particularly on Spring Street, that stayed open. We had warming stations for people if they got cold. We did some extraordinary things, and the people of Eureka Springs are the ones that came to bat to make this night successful. So every business up and down Spring Street and every business in Eureka Springs helped make this event possible and exciting. We got to do this one again, Sean Paul.
You mean New Year's Eve or just this whole kind of event more often?
Well, let's not do it every other weekend.
No, I don't. That would not be feasible. But I mean, twice a year, 3-4 times a year, because this was so much fun, and I can't even imagine what it'd be like to do this at a late night in August or whatever, into the night or whatever. We have so many things to do, and I've said this multiple times. There are so many free things that you can come to Eureka Springs and do with our parks and our springs and our trails, and the shopping is a whole experience. There really is a lost art to retail shopping, and it's gone by the wayside. There's so many empty shopping malls and whatnot, but we have amazing eclectic shops in this town that are sole proprietorships, and they live, breathe, and die in those shops as far as the experience that they can provide their guests. They're super passionate about it, and just the experience of being downtown is such a charming place. And then you have amazing attractions in this town. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, let's talk about some things that are important, and you just mentioned something very important. You want to see my credit card bill. Yeah. When I went Christmas shopping this year, every nickel was spent in this town.
Wow,
because there were so many things that I can find here you can't find anyplace else. But I think what you're saying about attractions is so very true. We have amazing things, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight a very special place. It's called Intrigue Theater. And I want to thank you, Sean Paul, for being such a great participant in this. You've been on Penn and Teller several times, I know. You are a national star. And when the people at Fox found out you were going to be the MC, they were excited.
Oh, really?
They were very excited about
cool.
it. Just as excited as we have been to have you. And I just have to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for making this event so successful.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Thank you for being in. Where are you from?
I moved here 5 years.
What? Easy now.
I moved here 5 years when I was
He moved from. Where did you move from?
from Houston.
Houston. All right. Well, he moved here 5 years ago, and he loves being here. So, thank you so much. Happy New Year.
Well, I think what you've done, Sean Paul, tonight is you've helped wrap up what was a very, very technically difficult event for us to pull off. But we've had so much participation again from so many people within our own department at the CAPC, with the city. And I got to give a big shout out to the people at the Basin Park Hotel and Jack Moyer in particular for being sort of one of the masterminds of this event. Right. It took a lot of people, a lot of horsepower to pull it off. And you know what? We did it. And we're glad we did.
We sure did. All right. So now, you know what? Let's talk about Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is coming up. It's not that far away. And I had a chance to talk to one of the planners. And let's go ahead and transition to that right now. The party keeps
All right.
going,
Party
ladies and
is
gentlemen. in
nonstop
Eureka
here
Springs.
tonight.
Something to do.
We are having a blast.
365
The
days
music
a year.
is amazing,
some
and we
of the
haven't
best
even
things
gotten to the
do
best
in
stuff
this
yet.
town
And now we
are
have Michael Maloney.
free.
He's the executive director
Right.
of the
Very
CAPC,
true.
the
Yes.
Commission
This is
for
Sam
Advertising
Dudley
Promotion
with the Parks-
of our city.
He's a Parks and
And
Rec.
your
Parks and
office is in what
Recreation,
building?
Eureka
We are
Springs.
in the
I
odd.
saw
That's
him
where his
a couple
office
months
is,
ago
Mission
because I was
Control.
picking up the
And
latest stack of these.
when did they
these-
build that auditorium? I've performed there
I've
many
been doing
times. It's
magic
one of
with
my
these
favorite
things, but
places to
they-
perform. Bill Cosby, Willie Nelson.
Trails are.
Oh
to
my
the
gosh,
springs
150
are.
or more
Right.
people, and we can name off just
Yes.
on top of our
Right,
heads.
yeah.
But it was built in
Go around and go-
1929.
I should
just let you tell it, but I think it'd be a lot easier
$75,000
for you.
built that auditorium.
$75,000. You can't buy a mobile home for that right now.
You can't buy anything for $75,000.
No.
But we built it back in the day, and it was fantastic. You know, over the course of what's going on, 90 plus years, we've had some of the best entertainment in the globe here. Willie Nelson's.
Amanda needs no introduction.
An event like at the Crescent in the ballroom there.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you've already done it.
Oh yeah.
So I've got Melinda's halfway through so far, and then we have.
Seats. There's not a bad
It
seat in the
is
entire
so
house.
intimate. It is such an intimate experience. Everybody feels so close to the stage, and the performers feel very close to the audience in that space.
Well, that's the best part of it because you can get up close and personal with your audience.
Yeah.
We also have another feature. It's called the Gym, which is downstairs.
Right.
Dances, concerts, meetings. It's a multi-use facility put together for the people of Eureka Springs by a guy way back in 1928 that built it. By the
All right, so the tunes are blaring, and we are having an amazing time tonight. And we have it's Mardi Gras time now, right? Melinda,
right.
thank you for stopping by.
You're so welcome.
Yes.
I'm glad to be here.
Mardi Gras is a big deal in Eureka Springs.
It really is.
Yeah,
It's-
it hasn't always been, has it?
No, it really hasn't. It's kind of interesting. Mardi Gras actually started in Eureka Springs in 1907. And then over the years, it kind of faded away.
Yeah.
And then in 2005, two people from the Gulf Coast moved up to Eureka Springs because their home was destroyed in Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah.
And they brought the tradition of Mardi Gras here to Eureka Springs.
Right.
And it has just been going strong ever since.
Right.
So
The
they
first time I
start-
saw one of their celebrations, it was the Joker's Ball.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if I should say the full name of it.
Yes.
Right?
It's been changed since then.
As it was
yes.
very provocative, and it was
Yes.
a lot of fun. And I believe that was 2011 or 2012. But you guys will have an event like at the Crescent in the ballroom there.
Absolutely.
Right.
We get things kicked off January 11th with our King's Day kickoff, and that's going to be at the Crescent Hotel. And that really kind of starts the party going. you
Right.
know?
And it is a huge party.
Oh, it is. It's
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then the crew of Crazo, which is our crew, we have 8 events that we put on. We have 2 parades, a day parade and a night parade. We also have 2 balls, the Masquerade, which used to be the Joker's Ball. It's now
Right.
called the Masquerade
Right.
Ball. And the Coronation Ball. We have a Taste of Mardi Gras, which this year is going to be a little bit different. We've had it at restaurants in the past, but now we're actually going to have it at the community center here in Eureka because we've got some great cooks in our crew.
Right.
And so we're going to have jambalaya, gumbo,
Amazing.
etouffee, and you can come in and sample it, and we'll be selling tickets for that.
That
So,
sounds incredible.
yeah.
Well, let's face it, Eureka Springs is already a colorful
Yes.
community. It's already a colorful community. Now just add Mardi Gras to the situation, and then you want to do a culinary thing. And if it's one thing that Eureka Springs is known for, it's amazing food and so many
Yes.
different restaurants. And so
Yes.
now you're getting just like this trifecta explosion of Mardi Gras in Eureka Springs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And our crew, the crew of Crazo, our name, if you take Crazo and spell it backwards, it's Ozark.
Your kid,
And so-
Ozark?
yes.
Okay.
So it's just our way of a little tribute to this beautiful place that we are so lucky to call
Well, you
home.
learn something
So-
every day because I've been here for 15 years now, and I've seen that crazo, and I've never made the connection. You've just opened my
Spell it
eyes. But that's very
backwards.
clever.
So we have 75 members,
Uh-huh.
and
Wow,
we just
that's a good group-
Yeah,
size
we have
group.
a great group,
Yeah.
and we're always growing and looking for new members. And
Uh-huh.
what our goal is for the crew of Crazo, of course, it is to have fun, but during the winter months here in Eureka, as
Yeah.
you know, tourism slows down.
It slows
And
down, but it doesn't stop. There's
It
something
doesn't.
going on in Eureka Springs 365 days a year.
Well, what we hope to do with our Mardi Gras events is
Right.
to bring people to Eureka
Wonderful, yes.
during the winter months.
Yeah.
And, you know, we have so many events. We have, like I said, 8 events, and then there's also the Jazz Brunch, which is at the Crescent.
Uh-huh.
And we just want to help boost the economy in these slower months.
Absolutely.
And keep our people here, keep our employees working.
And on that note, Eureka Intrigue Theater is open weekends all year round. And if you like
you
New
go.
Orleans, we have an amazing voodoo routine we've been doing for 15 years. It's a staple in our show.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
I'm from Louisiana. So,
Really?
Yeah. So I love having Mardi Gras up here. I mean, New Orleans has Mardi Gras, and that's a lot of fun, but we're more family oriented.
That's wonderful.
you know?
That's just fantastic.
And we
Right.
have a great time. So
Yes.
we're glad to be here.
All right. Well, Melinda, thank you so much. Happy
you
New
for
Year.
having
The
me.
party is going to continue, but thanks so much for stopping by. And let's see what our roaming camera's doing now.
Sounds good.
Yes, and the crowd goes wild. Closing thoughts here for seeing off 2024 and bringing in 2025. And a quick shout out to the director, the mastermind, Caitlin Gerald. She's done an amazing job. She's an unsung hero. And then you know who this guy is? This would be Jack Moyer, who is the general manager of the crown jewel of Eureka Springs, the Crescent Hotel, and that building right there, the Basin Park Hotel. And then we're rejoined again with Jason Burks. But first, Mr. Jack Moyer. Jack, what did you think of tonight?
I was pretty excited about it. You know, we had the idea to drop a little water drop 70 feet off the side of the building. I thought it landed. It landed.
What's it like to be 70 feet in the air, upside down off the side of a historic building?
That you would know. I would not know that. Right. Yeah. So, well, we're excited about ending the new year. We're ready to start the next year.
Hell yes, we are.
Yep. I think Jason actually spent some time in the outdoors and might have a couple of ideas for people to come travel to Eureka Springs.
Hey, I always have an idea. Yeah, I mean, I think it's if you love hiking, if you love mountain biking, if you love rock climbing, if you love fishing, all these things. What's crazy is this actually blew my mind, right? Because I do all these things all the time. I do them all over Arkansas, but never as close as I did in the last 2 days to where we're standing right now, which was completely crazy. Like Black Bass Lake is, like, as you know, 2 miles from here. Lake Leatherwood, incredible mountain biking. I don't know, maybe 10 minutes from here? Like, maybe, absolute most. I mean, just all right here. And so, I mean, I love that because, like, me and my wife, we always love to do stuff all around Northwest Arkansas. Like, we'll be in Jasper, but we'll stay here. But, like, what was really cool about the last 2 days is everything we were doing was, like, right here. And it's mind-blowing how close so many of these really good activities are, and they're great in the winter, which is great. I mean, granted, it was really warm yesterday, but hey, you know, it was a little colder today, but it still was a blast. So, yeah. Yeah. No, it's awesome. I mean, I love it. I feel like there's so much to do. I mean, this town for my whole life, I've been coming here as a little kid. We used to go to the Passion Play when I was a little kid. And so it's been cool just growing up, and, you know, the buildings that were there when I was a kid, they're still here. And there's so, you know, funny thing, this is totally off topic, but do you see these shoes? I wore these because I wanted to, but you know where they're from? Nelson's.
I was about to say Nelson's.
When me and Taylor go to buy clothes, literally, we like to come here. I know that seems really weird, but I love the retail here. And I'm not just saying that. Like, this is our spot. Like, I can name every single store here and all the restaurants. Right, yeah, we ate at the Grotto. I mean, it's just great. Yeah, so, I mean,
you know, Sean Paul, he mentioned the shoes, which you're asking why I'm dressed in Penn State.
Hey, Jack, you know, I couldn't help but notice you're wearing a Penn State jersey, and you've got matching shoes to boot. See what I did there? shoes to boot.
Very, very nice. But, you know, the reason why really is not because Penn State won tonight, which they did, of course.
Right. Oh,
But I'm really looking forward to coaching my ice hockey team, the Pee Wee hockey team, the Crescent Comets.
Okay, I didn't know such a thing existed.
It happens because you know what's going to happen next. Temperatures are going to fall a little bit, but people travel here year round.
Right.
Need things to do.
Yeah.
So we said, let's build an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
So that's what we have at
And
the
you
Crescent.
don't shy away from a challenge, do you, Mr. Moore?
I think not, but yeah. So we build an ice skating rink. We're freezing it the next couple of days. If you hear your weather forecast, going to freeze that.
Yeah.
So we'll have ice skating. But we'll also have a hot pool. You know what we do with our swimming pool? We cook it to 100 degrees. It's true. So we have a hot pool so that you can jump into. You can throw your skates on. You can do a little ice skating in between your spa appointments.
Where else does this happen in America, ladies and gentlemen? If you know, leave it in the comments below.
Well, it's true. And Jason, thank you. I understand that you eat here and drink here and stay here. And, of course, Eureka's open year-round. Year-round Eureka Springs. Where's a couple of your favorite restaurants around?
Well, last night was at the Grotto. I love the Grotto. I've always loved the Grotto. Yeah. Breakfast, actually, it feels like you paid me to say this, but actually it's at the Crescent. So.
You know what? I have to agree.
So,
I ate
yep.
at the bar and I was like,
yep.
I was like, Jack, this is better than what we have on the cruise ship. And he's like, oh, thanks a lot. No, but they have good food on a cruise ship. I'll just let you know. Yeah. And you guys are better. Yeah.
It was a free breakfast, but I did not pay you to say that.
No,
is that true?
Not.
Okay.
That is true.
Well, I mean, Eureka is open year-round. We're full every weekend. What a great weekend getaway! Yeah. You know, think about your travel. You get a big suite, a jacuzzi tub. You eat, you drink, you hang out.
It's an extraordinary escape.
Well, thank you. It is. Well, there are entertainment also. I think.
Is there really?
Year-round. We got the Ozark Mountain Music Festival going to happen in January.
Yeah.
An outdoor festival held indoors.
Right.
Another little catchy thing.
Yeah.
Mardi Gras is going to happen. Mardi Gras is pretty wild.
What else?
You've done some Mardi Gras, haven't you?
I have. I've attended a few.
There you go.
It's quite a party.
I mean, so you got Mardi Gras, Valentine's Day, Chocolate Festival. You got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
what other kind of entertainment options?
I can't think of any. You?
Really?
There's like a guy who does like a it's not a magic show, but it's kind of like that.
Is it any good or is it?
I don't know. I've heard people kind of like him. Like he's kind of a big deal sometimes.
Let's see if we can get a review.
Yeah. Yes. Go to TripAdvisor. 1,200 reviews.
Very good. I thought you were talking about the ghost tours, personally.
No,
because, I mean, if you want to talk about something good, you go ghost tours. Ghost tours at the Basin Park, a little paranormal investigation, or America's most haunted hotel. I didn't know if you knew that.
I've only
Crescent Hotel. At
Halloween seances.
There you go. We're going to have a paranormal lockdown on January 7th. I'm sorry, that is full already. But if you want to come to ESP, Eureka Springs Paranormal Weekends, still some space.
Yes.
At the end of February, there we'll have the Eureka Springs Paranormal Weekend.
Really incredible, because if you know this guy like I do, he's a very meek, shy, soft-spoken person, and somehow New Year's Eve has managed to get him out of his shell, and just like a Melon Light thing, somebody put a coin in him, and he came to life. And now tell us about your 6 bars and restaurants that you have.
Well, this is my first time on the camera,
okay.
So I am a little shy.
Yes.
But our restaurants and bars, we have a whiskey bar now.
Yes, and I think it's got your namesake, if I'm not mistaken.
Close. Jack Rabbit's Whiskey Bar, okay. There's a big story there, not time for that. But Sky Bar is open, our Top of the Crest, Crystal Dining Room. Thank you for mentioning. Of course, it is wedding season. Might have been somebody's big night tonight. Don't forget, if you want a really special wedding, we know where that would be. Intrigue Theater. Can you believe this? He just goes on and on. Jason, where's your favorite place to ride around here? Oh, did you catch some fish, by the way, today? Or
I got to be honest, I didn't. But but hang on. Right beside me was 2 or 3 guys, and they had 18 trout. They hit limit. They hit all limit. I got pictures of it. It was awesome.
So you're the guy with none.
Yes.
They're the guys with 18.
However, a bald eagle came flying by, and I got video footage of that bald eagle. So, I was like, you take the trout. I got the bald eagle video footage, but, if I know the spot, I go back. I'll catch the trout. It'll be fine. Yeah. And I did need to insert something in there about the top of the crescent, right? ate there last night, kind of a pre-dinner, if that's a thing, 5 p.m. dinner before you have 9 p.m. dinner. And the pizza is actually incredible. Now, I don't know if
The Blanco pizza I highly recommend it. It's like a white sauce with chicken and bacon, and it's the top of the line. And then if you want to get wings up there, I recommend getting them naked with the sauce on the side.
To be honest, these are two of my favorite guys. I mean, really good, really good. You should go into this. I mean, you're really good.
$200 gift card. That's all I'm getting out of this deal. All right.
And you will enjoy Intrigue Theater. There you go. Okay. All right. I think I got that. All right. One last shout. What do you say? I mean, you're from the Oklahoma area.
Yes, if I had anything else to say, I would just say that if you've never been to Eureka, it's one of the coolest spots in the 5 states. No questions asked. Come to Eureka.
We want to just a special thank you for everybody that came out to Eureka Springs tonight. We appreciate you. We're planning on seeing you next year, same time, same channel. Sean Paul, thank you so much for everything you have done. Just fantastic.
Hey, it's been a party. It's been fun.
Take us home.
Well, Jason, thank you so much. It's been great getting to know you. Yes, a lot of fun. Yep. And just don't forget, 365 days a year, there's something for you to do in Eureka Springs. We're not shutting down ever, and I think tonight was proof of that. And with that, everybody, have a safe, healthy, and prosperous 2025, and we'll see you here in Eureka Springs.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much.